to the same place. And then when he started doing parties with Trappers and Jesus and all that, then it made people who were South Side, East Side, West Side, who wouldn't come into the city, gave them a reason to come into the city. So after a while, niggas didn't want to dance no more. They wanted VIP sections. Even the regular person that had a 9-to-5 job, that it really wasn't for them. They wanted to be a part of that. They wanted to be in the section and pop a bottle.
Hold on a minute. No, Bishop, we had a dance floor. Actually, as a matter of fact,
There was.
We had two
was,
dance floors.
But that was
the one up there in the bottom.
But Vision was also the place that had about 90 VIP sections in it.
True, but it
and
still
that
was a
created
dance floor.
a reason for regular people who never bought VIP sections, because prior to Vision, there was Velvet Room. In the Velvet Room, there was big dance floor and VIP sections. Regular people didn't buy sections in there. Only VIP people bought sections. Football players, basketball players, hustlers. At Vision, 9 to 5 people bought sections.
Okay.
And the sections, here's the key. The sections was elevated.
Oh, you're back. Well, we're glad to have you. Even though I must say, there's not a better place that you could be right now. True or false? Am I lying? When you come here, you get the truth. When you come here, you get reality. You get it. You get hit in the face with it. Yeah, we don't hold no punches over here. We don't pedestalize anyone. We're all stars over here. We don't pander to no group. It's all about the hard truth. And I can't tell you the last time I've been to a club. When's the last time you went out to an actual club and had a good time? And I'm not talking about Friday night when there were like 12 people in there. So you had to leave and go up the street to another club that only had about 20 people in there. But it was better than the 12 in the other spots. So you stayed and you tried to vibe, you tried to rock with it, but you really couldn't because there was only 20 people in there. So tell me, what is going on with the party scene, with the club scene? I've been trying to figure it out myself. Now, yes, I've been to a couple of spots which were packed. I'm talking about packed to capacity, and there were still people outside coming in at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been to those spots, I have, but for the most part, if you go to your nearest city this weekend, find somewhere to party, find somewhere to bar hop, find somewhere to club. I guarantee you, you will see clubs with no lines, and if you go in there, there's more employees, bartenders, bouncers in there than there are party goers. That's a fact. Not to mention, some of the prices now are crazy. I've paid for VIP bottles in the past. Like, I've been that guy that will go into, you can ask anyone who has ever been out with me, anyone who's ever rocked with me. I'm the guy that I'll buy a bottle, of course, but you know, the price, it used to be reasonable. Now, they're asking a little bit too much so that you can stand in one spot and not be seen. Think about that. You buy a bottle, shit, you want to be seen. That's the reason you bought the bottle. Let's be real with each other. That's the reason you bought the bottle. You brought it because you wanted to be seen with it. You wanted the VIP spot. Everyone knows that if you're in VIP, that's exactly what it means. You're a very important person. You got to have that cash. We know that the more money you have, the more value you have in this world. Come on. Who we lying to? I'm not going to lie to you, and I damn sure ain't going to lie to myself. Yeah, the more money you have, the more value you have in this world. Prove me wrong. So when you're in VIP and you're popping bottles, I know y'all see the sparklers walking through the club, the bottle girls with the sparklers up in the air. Everyone is turning around like, who that? Who that? Who that? Everyone's turning around because you want to know who's popping all these bottles? Where are these sparklers coming from? Because those bottles are not cheap. So you want to be seen. That's the reason they have the sparklers. It's look at me. Attention, look at me. Yeah, everybody wants to be seen when they buy bottles. So for you to pay for a VIP section about $600, $900, comes with a bottle. The rest of the bottles you gotta buy yourself. Hell yeah, you want to be seen. But now, you buy a bottle, you sit in VIP, and there's 12 people in that spot. What are you really doing? So where's everybody at? That's the question I have for y'all. Where is everybody at? I've asked myself that on numerous occasions. Now, I don't party as much as I used to. I still like to occasionally step out, Who doesn't? I mean, I still have a pulse. I'm not dead yet. I still have a pulse. So yeah, I like to step out from time to time, throw something fresh on, looking good, smelling good, and go out. Who doesn't? But every time I've been out in the past, the spots seem to be getting lighter and lighter and lighter. Less and less people. So where's everybody at? Where are all these bottle poppers? What's going on? Where's everyone at? Are they at home on social media? Because we know that most people feel comfortable when they are behind that screen. Yes, a lot of people feel more comfortable when they are behind the screen of their laptop, their desktop, or their phone. That camera, that's their best friend. That keyboard, that's their voice. You get that? That's their voice. So they would rather stay home, type on that keyboard on social media. Okay, so that's a certain percentage. So where's everybody else at? I'm talking about the older crowd. Of course, most of them are probably home because they're older now. Those are the people that were going out and truly popping bottles. Those were the people that were going out to truly be seen, yes. But they're not doing it. They're no longer doing it because now they're older. They're a lot older. You know that guy in the club that was walking around. You were the younger one then or now, and the guy walks in, he's about 52. You could tell he's an old head by the way he's dressed. He's dressed for like 4 decades ago. Yeah, he's dressed for like 4 decades ago, so you can tell he's an old head. His dance moves are outdated. You could tell he's an old head. He's talking to the young ladies or trying to talk to the young ladies. They're giggling and laughing at him. They can tell he's an old head. So you have those people in there who shouldn't honestly, who honestly shouldn't be, because once you reach a certain age, come on, you have to party with people your age. We know this. Once you reach a certain age, you have to party with people your age. And if you're well enough, if you're well endowed, if you're well enough in finances, then the party will come to you. That's why we talk about being successful and making this money. That's why we talk about it so much. That's why I am here to push y'all to do exactly that. That's what I'm here to do. If this is your first time checking us out, thank you for being here. But at the same time, you're going to learn something, because I'm going to push you to be the best version of yourself. Sometimes you need that extra push. Sometimes you need a lot of pushing. But sooner or later, you're going to make it happen. So that's why we talk about running up the bag. That's why we talk about getting to the bag, being successful. Because you're really not seen unless you are. You're really not living unless you are. How many people you know right now that are living mediocre lives? Mediocre lives. They're not doing much with themselves. And a lot of them are the ones late nights on their phones, on social media. Yes, a lot of them, that's what they're doing because they're trying to live through other people. Are you one of those people? Are you? You might be. And if you are, you need to change that right now. You need to change that right now. Do something with yourself. I don't care what it is. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you what I've done. I'm going to tell you how I got to where I'm at right now. And you can do whatever you want with the information. But now when you go out, if you don't have any funds, what are you doing? And now that I think about it, could that actually be a reason why there are less and less people going out? Because we all know that times are hard right now. Inflation and everything else is spanking most of the population. Most of y'all are being spanked right now. Don't say you're not, because you are. Especially if you're one of those people that live check to check, or you have lived check to check. You already know you are getting spanked right now by inflation because you are already living check to check. So everything else is higher. What do you think is going to happen to your funds? You don't have any. You were already living check to check. That was a trick question. So that's why we have to figure something else out. We have to figure out how to get to the bag. We have to figure it. You need to figure it out by any means necessary, so that when you do go out and you're in the club, you're in the bar, you could run it up. You don't have to worry about no tab. You can be seen. Because let's be real, if you tell me right now you don't go out, matter of fact, we're going to run it back. If you tell me right now that you don't buy new shoes, new pants, new shirt, get the car washed, looking good, riding clean. You can't tell me you don't do all of that. Pay whatever it is to get through the door. Yeah, pay for the VIP. You don't tell me you don't do all of that not to be seen. Let's be real. You don't do all of that not to be seen. Everybody wants to be seen. Yes, everybody wants to be seen, even you. You might say you don't, but deep down inside, you want to be seen like everybody else. So how are you going to do that? Run it up. Run it up by any means necessary. I don't care what you got to do. You need to get paid. And fellas, I am especially talking to y'all. Yeah, you need to get paid by any means necessary. Or else you'll never be seen. Soon there'll be 3 people in the nightclub. No one's going to be able to afford it. You need to run it up. The trick is to keep you broke. Yes, that's the trick. It is to keep you broke. You need to run up the bag by any means. If you're working a job, because not everybody's entrepreneurs. Be real with yourself. Not everyone's an entrepreneur. No. So if you have a job, then you need to get another one. Come up with the hustle and finance that hustle through one of those jobs. Because we all know that you need to spend money to make money. That's a fact. You need to spend money to make money. Scared money don't make money. That's a fact. So you're working 2 jobs. You've got to hustle. Fund your hustle with one of those jobs and pay your bills with the other one. You're not going to get a lot of sleep. I'm going to tell you that right now because you're working 2 jobs already. Plus, whenever you get off the second job, you are up late at night working on your craft, working on your hustle, working on your side hustle. Yes, you're not going to get that much rest at all. But if you are dedicated enough to making something of yourself. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to say making something of yourself because that's too light. If you are not afraid of being somebody, then you're going to get through those long nights, those short hours of sleep, because you got to wake up the next morning and do the same thing all over again. Get it done. If you want to be somebody, then get it done. You're going to have people watch this and, of course, oh, he's saying that you're nobody unless you have money. That's exactly what I said. Who is out here working for free? Nobody. So yes, everybody's trying to get to the bag so that they can be somebody. You haven't realized that yet? The most well-known people in the world are what? Have what? Exactly. Why live one way when you can live another? Make sense? Why live one way when you can live another? Who wants to live in poverty? Who wants to live check to check? I don't know. Not I. I am not going back to that. Been there, done that. It's in the past. Never again. I will not by any means necessary. So you need to decide on a side hustle, decide on a craft, get that second job, and start grinding. Keep your head down. Start grinding. Don't tell anyone your moves. Keep grinding. And I might see you in the club. Popping bottles. But no, nobody really does that anymore. Because they can't afford it. It's that simple. Now, if you're one of those people that actually enjoys going out on a regular basis and you got the funds to, hey, salute. I don't tell anyone how to live their lives. To each his own. What's for you may not be for me and vice versa. But I know that I've reached the point where it's just not the same for me no more. Partying and throwing money is just not the same for me anymore. I have become more financially responsible, you can say. Yeah. You need to start practicing that too. Because you're spending your money on a lot of shit that you don't need. And a lot of things that you won't get a return on. You'll never get a return on. Once you wear it, once you throw it on, whatever it is, the value depreciates. Yeah. So let's get to the bag now, fellas. Now Not tomorrow, not 2026. No, now. Let's get it right now. Do what I said. Do what I told you. Now. Do it now. I guarantee you, your life is going to change. Until next time.
If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.